break from our traditional reviews, and we're going to do a deep dive. Now, the deep dive is going to be on Black Sabbath. And we're going to have to do this over 3 weeks, boys, because there's a lot.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I mean, I think Kiss had more albums, didn't they?
Yeah, but
we did that in a week.
Yeah, we learned.
You're getting old.
We learned our lesson. We learned our lesson.
A lot of these albums weren't that long, though, either.
Yeah. Well, this is before CDs and before digital. So, you know, you were kind of limited to what you could put on a 8-track cassette or vinyl album at the point. So everybody knows Black Sabbath. For week 1, we're going to do the first 8 albums, which is the initial run with Ozzy Osbourne on vocals. Mm-hmm. So the lineup stays static for this entire run. As I said, on vocals, you have Ozzy Osbourne. On guitar, you have the legendary riff master, the archetype of the heavy metal guitar god, Tony Iommi. On bass guitar, you have their primary lyricist, Geezer Butler.
Okay.
And on drums, you have the incomparable Bill Ward.
Now, when you said he mainly was the lyricist?
Yes, Geezer was their main lyricist. And the story of Black Sabbath starts kind of oddly. Ozzy Zig Needs a Gig was the advert that was placed at a local music store, seen by Tony Iommi and Geezer Butler. And Tony Iommi says, I know a guy named Ozzy. It can't be that fucking guy.
Come on.
I can't stand that guy. So they go and they meet this guy. And it's him. It's John Osborne. Ozzy Osbourne. The only reason they even thought to bring him in the band was Ozzy had convinced his dad to buy him a PA.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Because the ad said Ozzy Zig Needs a Gig. Have own PA.
Okay.
And now, this is the late 60s in post-war England, Birmingham, England.
Yes.
An industrial town, no less.
Yes.
If you had a PA, you pretty much wrote your own ticket.
Okay.
So, they're fumbling around starting as a cover band and then as like a blues band. And they were called Earth.
Right. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. And didn't I read this and I couldn't believe it. Tony left to go with Jethro Tull for a little bit.
Yep. Tony Iommi actually played in Jethro Tull for a bit, but came back.
Yeah, because he says, fuck them.
Yeah, it was too fucking, too hip. They didn't want to do the hippie music.
Yeah.
But also,
how about it?
Tony Iommi lost 2 of the fingertips on his right hand, which is his fretting hand because he's left-handed. Mm-hmm. To this day, he plays with leather thimbles.
Really?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it's the same ones he made when the accident initially happened.
Wow.
And the other thing to help him cope and help him compensate for the loss of his fingertips was he started to downtune his guitar a step and a half. So instead of being tuned to your top string is an E, it's tuned down to a C sharp. It's a step and a half down.
Okay.
And that's going to come in actually not on the first record, but we'll get there. So they're going to rehearsal and they see a lineup for a move, a cue, as the British would say.
British love their cues.
Love to cue. A cue for a movie, a horror film called Black Sabbath.
Get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
And they figure people pay to get the shit scared out of them. And the name stuck. And thus is born Black Sabbath. And let's dive into the first album. The album is the self-titled debut, released on February 13th, 1970. One of the most interesting tidbits about this album, and kids, try this shit today. This is pre-digital, pre-Pro Tools, where I could legit make an album in my basement if I were so inclined.
Correct.
This is 1970. This album was recorded almost entirely live
Really?
in one 12-hour recording session.
Huh.
Virtually no overdubs on this record. Virtually none. And then when you did have to overdub something back in the day, like if you wanted to double a guitar track, you had to double the guitar track. You played it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
And hope you got it perfect.
Yeah.
This album peaked at number 23 in the United States on the Billboard charts. Certified platinum, which is in excess of 1 million units sold in the United States. Starts off with the title track, Black Sabbath.
Yeah. What a way to start a career.
Absolutely.
I mean, that is, I mean, that's the first track on the first album. That nice. Yeah. It's like, it's just a way just to start everything rolling.
Yes.
You know what you're in for, and it's going to, and it stays that way.
Yep. Go ahead, Jim.
No, I'm not going to argue with that at all.
I showed Bill my notes.
Yep.
It says, a brilliant way to start an album, a career, and a legacy.
Yes. Yes.
Share a brain.
This is the blueprint for all heavy metal to follow.
Yeah. And even metal, and as I was listening to this more and more, I heard more influences that they probably didn't realize they were influencing at the time.
Right. They didn't know they were creating genres and subgenres of heavy metal that didn't fucking exist yet.
Yeah, and won't exist for like 30 years.
Yes. And we'll get into that. Okay, brilliant song, and absolutely haunting. It's got that minor minor third guitar interval, and the lyrics. Geezer wrote this about an encounter with Satan.
And just the way it's sung as well.
Yeah. The pain in Ozzy's voice.
Yes.
It's unbelievable. This is like this chef's kiss. I cannot, like, I can't put this song over enough.
I know, and I love that Ice-T used it as a cover.
Yep.
Well, as a sample on "Shut Up and Be Happy."
Yep.
On the Iceberg album.
Yep.
It just, I mean, it's just that the iconicness of it.
Yes. What's up, Doug? Yep. Doug says, "What's up, Crackers? Black
Doug's
Sabbath
here.
rules."
Hello, Doug.
Right. You're not wrong, Doug. Black Sabbath does fucking rule. Moving on to the next track, The Wizard.
Yeah. My notes on this are Gandalf.
Geezer actually. Go ahead.
I don't wanna.
He's gonna burst.
No. I know he is. All right. I want to ask. I asked him this question. I'm gonna ask both of you. Did you guys listen to Sabbath first, or did you get into Ozzy and then go back to Sabbath?
I was into Sabbath first.
I said I don't remember because a lot of stuff happened in 1989 concurrently in my brain.
Okay. You take Ozzy's voice out of The Wizard, and it's a fucking Zeppelin song.
I'm not going to argue this anymore.
No.
I already told you what I think.
No, it's not. But I'll stroke your fucking taint a little bit here, Jim.
A little bit.
Geezer Butler has confirmed that this is about Gandalf.
Holy shit, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, D&D rock, man. It was there from the start.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
He has confirmed. Doug, you may be the wizard. I'm not going to disagree with that. Hang on. That gets a like.
The Wizard of Oz.
The
I
wizard.
mean, he's old enough.
Hey,
Oh.
yo.
Well, what's he going to do, huh? What's he going to do?
There's going to be a knock on the door.
He lives 2 blocks from you.
I mean, but he's really cool.
Way to backpedal.
CYA.
All right. Next. This is a song that Euclid did back in the day. Behind the Wall of Sleep.
This it was, and truth be told, this is the first time I ever listened to this album. I never knew NIB was part of this whole.
I separated them.
Okay.
Yeah, so did I, but they felt like two.
There's the Wasp and
Yes.
Behind the Wall of
Yeah.
Sleep,
Yes.
and then basically an NIB.
Yes.
I combine the Wasp and Behind the Wall of Sleep.
Okay.
Okay, those are the same. To me, that's one track.
Right.
And basically is the bass intro to NIB.
Yes.
Yeah.
So back to Behind the Wall of Sleep.
Sorry.
It's based on a Lovecraft story.
Oh,
And definitely some opium use.
probably. Yeah, it's the 70s. It's allowed.
Well, no, Lovecraft.
Oh, I thought you meant these guys used opium.
Doug says, I am an old bald Gandalf. Don't make me come down there, Bill. Yeah, well, he knows where I live. He could show up anytime.
All right.
All right, next, NIB. And contrary to popular belief, the NIB does not stand for Nativity in Black.
I thought it meant for nothing in between.
No, it's because of Bill Ward's nibby beard.
Nibby.
Yes.
Come
He had-
on.
He had a greasy little soul patch.
Nibby.
And they called it a nib. But let's get into the meaning of the song. First off, it starts with basically, which is welcome to our consciousness, Mr. Geezer Butler.
That's an awesome bass line.
Oh my God. That's one of my favorite. No, I'm talking about the bass solo bit before it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about basically. That's just a killer bass intro. And the bass line to this is awesome.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Such good stuff. And it's a sweet song.
It is.
Lucifer finds love.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he deserves love too.
That's right. Some people say my love cannot be true. Please believe my love, and I'll show you. I will give you the things you thought unreal. The sun, the moon, the stars all bear my seal.
See? It's just so beautiful.
Follow me now, and you will not regret leaving the life you led before we met. You are the first to have this love of mine, forever with me till the end of time. Touching
Beautiful.
until you get to the line where my name is Lucifer,
Yeah.
please take my hand.
Yeah.
I love it. I fucking love it. It's such I mean, that on the cassette and on the vinyl, that concludes side one. Okay.
Yes.
What a fucking benchmark to set. And now we move to side two. Opens up with a song called Wicked World. Now this, if you don't know anything about Black Sabbath, Doug says you're staying out of his black book. You're lucky. He likes you.
Well, I don't want to date him.
No. The evil black book, not the good one, man.
Oh.
Blacklist. But
you
anyway,
These old people.
these guys are showing some of their jazz chops here, especially Bill Ward and Geezer Butler. They're jazz players, you know? And
That, now that you said that to me, I realize where they went later on when we get there.
yeah, this is a song about money being wasted on shit and people dying endlessly because governments are wasting their money on shit.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is right. I mean, you put a man on the moon.
Yep.
And people are dying, of disease. It's like, you think about it, this was right after that.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Yeah, it's like we had, at this time the record came out, we had just put a man on the moon.
Yeah.
And most of the country was like enamored by that.
Yeah.
I guess Black Sabbath was like, tosses!
Yeah. Fucking Yanks. I have one more note on this record, or on this song, rather. Bill Ward is greater than John Bonham. No,
I'm just not going to comment.
because you're
But you
fucking
sniffed.
wrong.
You sniffed, and that's a comment. I'm not going to comment on the comment.
I'm congested from the smoke outside.
You're full of shit, too. John Bonham is not fit to put new fucking heads on Bill Ward's drums.
Do you know they jammed together?
Yeah, and Ward probably blew him out of the water.
Just saying.
Anyway.
It's not a competition, guys.
It could be. Next, the final track on the record. A Bit of Finger, Sleeping Village, and The Warning. All kind of a mishmash together.
Yeah.
What happened to Evil Woman?
See, look, when I went in to print these sheets out, there's like all kinds of different fucking versions.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Evil Woman is on on an expanded version, I believe.
Yeah, but if you went on to Spotify, it had just this
I
one.
know. This is like where I honest to God should have just pulled out my album collection and just started listening from there. But I'm like trying to do the YouTube stuff because
Evil Woman is a great song.
Yeah, and it also is like groove metal.
Yeah.
It's like groove metal before anybody even thought that was a thing.
And was that a cover?
See, yes, this is a cover. It's brilliant. First off, it's got a brilliant Tony Iommi acoustic intro.
Okay.
That Bit of Finger, that's Iommi, showing some of his brilliance. This is a cover by a band called the Ainsley Dunbar Retaliation.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Ainsley Dunbar was a drummer who did a lot of work with other bands.
Okay.
But yeah, this is a cover by Ainsley Dunbar. The Warning is.
Oh.
And then that concludes the first record.
Brilliant. I mean, my favorite song in it was Black Sabbath. The song. I like this. I like that song on the album. The rest of the album was kind of like it's still really good, but that is my all-time favorite song on it.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to agree with him. Black Sabbath, just because of how, when you think of the band Black Sabbath, you think dark, dreary, horrific, themes, and that's just one that just booms, pops it right up.
Right. Like we said, it's the hell of a way to start a legacy. I give this album a 10 out of 10. It's brilliant. It's the blueprint for heavy metal. My favorite song on the record is NIB. I absolutely love NIB. I'm a bass player.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
contractually
Yeah.
I'm contractually obligated to say that.